Yo, yo, yo. Hello, 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 everybody. I'm listening to some Mad Lib. It's gonna be copy striked or something like that. All right, how you guys doing today? I know the hot button topic today in particular is Yelan. I'm in the middle of doing my commissions, and before too much content came out that was going to either sway or not sway my opinion of Yelan, I wanted to go on ahead and just kind of test her myself. You know what I mean? What's going on, Jen? How you do? Whoa, that looks really cool. So let's go on ahead and see if because my only concern, as everybody in DWP knows, my only concern with Yelan was her battery. Right? So let's see if she is of all the, I like her jacket. Okay, that was a tap. Okay, first off. Ah. Oh, okay, well, they're already capping to me. Okay, so let's see. So I know she has a thing where if you hold it and okay, first off, can you get hit while doing this? Maybe not. Hold on. I'm not gonna use Lisa because that's gonna skew my whatchamacallit. Oh, you tap it to stop it. Oh, 10-second cooldown. Oh, okay. But then when you do that, you get a buff, right? Ah, okay. So you do this and you round up some folk, right? And then you get an extra particle effect on the bow. And I guess it creates an AoE. Hold on, let's look at this. So isn't it a passive? Pre-existing. Let me just check in on the chat. All right, hold on. What's going on, Dope? What's going on, Jing? What's happening with you? What's going on, Jen? I hope you guys can hear me, by the way. I'm just trying to kind of familiarize myself with this. So, engages in continuous swift movement during increases time and control rapid movement. Additionally, each opponent mark rather explodes and a chance to reset. Okay. So what's the deal with this? Breakthrough. Okay, so there's the okay, hold on. You'll unable to break through state after spending 5 seconds out of combat, which will cause her next charge aim 80% increase charge time. And once charged, she can fire a breakthrough barb that will deal AoE. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's what that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then of course there's a 0 because the game clock. So I don't know how to tell, but I don't see a barb. Okay. So I don't know if it has anything to do with that, but there's our barb, and now it's an AoE, and it's based on HP. So how much is the shot itself? Okay, so it's about double. What is her HP? 32? So she's rocking an HP timepiece, I can already tell. Yeah, because there's 13,000 there. So she's rocking HP, energy recharge. She is not using Hydro, huh? Really? Okay. I wonder if she's rocking 2 HP pieces. Okay. So let's see how this works. So we have this. How many? Well, oh yeah, it's only got a. Oh, that is wrecking his shield. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's 3 of them. Let's keep going for a second. Crit rate is 71. Okay. Okay. Boom. Right. So now. Okay, so there's initial hit. One, two, three. What? There's only 3? Oh, there's only 3. Well, how active are they? What's going on, Necro? How you doing? It's based off max HP though. Max HP. Well, I know these two don't scale with anything but that. You helping people, right? I'll be helping people here in a little bit. Not on. I'm not gonna do it on stream, but I don't want to spoil anything for you, Necro. If you're, because I know you're gonna, because you're pulling her, right? I'm just trying to see. I'm just kind of filling her out. You know what I mean? Trying to see like what people might be able to expect before, because you already know the whole internet is gonna be like, she's the best ever since sliced bread and Cheetos, and you know. And I'm like, well, hold on now. Let's make sure we give that good old fashioned objective, look at it. All right. So how's this deal? Okay. So it does hit okay for the shield, right? There's also new wait, we got emotes. What do you mean new emotes? That takes a good chunk off his shield. Did you see that? What's the initial hit? It's 11%. Okay, so if it's 11%, let's just say 10%. So that's 3 times 2 plus another 72% minus defenses. So that's how we're getting. There we go. Whoops. But that's how we're getting 15. Or 8, I guess. You say you saw Asian guy vid. She's decent. Well, yeah, that's why I wanted to go on ahead and check it out before I saw all of their videos. Because all their videos, I just don't want to watch it. Because I have a feeling a lot of people are going to praise her. And I like to come to my own conclusion. You know what I mean? Because I was thinking about this when I was having a cigarette earlier today. Like, I do like that attack. I was like, okay, worst case scenario, it'll be really objective, but it'll be to her detriment. And I don't want people to tell me she's bad either, because I don't think she's bad. I never thought she was bad. But at the same time, I don't want people to say that she's dope when the fact of the matter is she's just new. Right? We have a Hydro Bow character, so that's not new. We have an HP scaling character, so that's not new. We have this, so that's not new. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, well then what is so amazing about her? She's hot. Well, we got Shinha. So what is it? Right? So I think it's just that she's new. Right? So if I'm going to give any kind of realistic like feedback about her, I want to come to a realistic conclusion myself and know if this is something that is like, okay, this seems like it works. It's always going to work in the trial, by the way, guys. This happens every character. If we do Zhao is going to be godlike in here. It's just, that's how it works. I do like how she's dealing with the shield, though. This right here, yeah, that's nice. That's amazing. With that being said, what it looks like is happening is that it looks like each Hydro thing has its own ICD, is what it looks like. I'm gonna try that one more time. Let me blaze through this. I'm just get through all this stuff real quick. How am I doing? Oh, I'm doing good. I am doing amazing. Tap it out. Tap it out, Lisa. HP Sands? Yeah, well, on here, yeah, it's definitely HP Sands on this. I think she has an HP Sands and a goblet in the trial. At least that's what it looks like. God dang, how many is it? Guess what? I've saved up 28 draws for Zhao. Well, shoot, are you finna pull Zhao? Let the homie know, cuh. Okay, there's our target. So I need to hit the fire guy with her burst. All right, so where do you go? So I know that her skill takes about a third, like a quarter to a third of the shield off, which is really good. Xingqiu, I want to say, is about 40%, 30 to 40%. Yeah, the skill is dope. The skill is dope. I have to check for more particles because it does seem like she's being kind of force-fed energy particles. But how long does it take her to break a shield? Okay, so that's effectively 4 rotations of this. So it takes 12 particles. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Did she kick her bow? Oh, dang. Oh, aren't you just slick Rick out here? Okay. Um. All right. Let me do a little speed one, and then I'll jump into the comments, and then I'll kind of give a little bit more of an objective feel for it. I will say I like her so far, though. Like so far, she seems she's fun. Like she is definitely fun. Could I see myself playing her? I'm not entirely sure. I like her cooldown. I thought her cooldown was gonna be like kind of like suspect, but to be fair, there's way too many energy particles out here to really gauge like if any of this is realistic. No, you know what? I know what they did. They gave her an energy recharge timepiece, and then they gave her energy recharge timepiece and an HP goblet. Why? I'm not entirely sure. All right, how cracked is this? Well, that didn't really help. She's alright. She's still kind of in the middle. I'm gonna have to see me and Necro. We might have to do like I might have to collab with her or something and run some tests with her. Whenever you get some time to see how energy recharge is with her, like, cause that was my gripe. Does she require energy recharge? Is the question. Now, if I was a Hoyoverse content creator, I would have put her and had C6 because they just give you primo gems to do that, right? But because I'm not, I can't really give that level of feedback. But from what it felt like so far, my hands are comfortable playing as her right up until I got to use the bow. The bow is okay, but I would rather not use the bow. Like in comparison to like a Yoimiya or, like an Aloy, like, elemental damage. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really like the bow. It felt weird, kind of clunky in a way. Like I felt like I was moving when I didn't have to. But the skill felt really good. Doing the skill felt really good. And then the burst felt really good to activate the burst. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll give you a good example. So when you activate Ayaka's burst, it feels bad until the burst goes off. If that makes sense. You know what I mean? And that's because it takes so long to activate the burst. Hu Tao's burst feels amazing because it's burst, and it just goes, and it's like and it just goes. So with Yelan, from a I'm only judging from a play style, gameplay perspective for Yelan. For Yelan, and for anybody out there, it's actually Yelan. If you wanted to know, I guess the proper way to pronounce it, but I'm just call her Yelan, like Yolanda. I don't know. I'm black. Work with me. But yeah, so gameplay wise, she has my approval. I give her, in my personal opinion, between a 7 out of 10 to maybe even a 9 out of 10. It just depends on, if you like, autoing with a bow or doing bow charge attacks and whatnot. I like the way her mechanics are kind of grouped. First off, congratulations, Joey Mia, right? So, yeah, huge congratulations. I think the character from a gameplay perspective is a great character. She's very fun. She was very fun to kind of like hit buttons with. I liked her damage. Her damage looked promising. Most times in these trials, right, what you're looking for to know if it's going to be a good character or not. Can I wish you luck? You gonna draw? Good luck. Good luck, Lee Tai. I hope you pull her too. But I just want to kind of confirm something, right? So we're gonna do Zhao now, right? Now we all know Zhao like the back of our hands. Now, usually in these trials, what you're looking for is if it's an okay character, you're looking for 10K. If it's a great character, you're looking for 20K, right? If it's like a okay character, usually around 15K. Now she's right around that 15K mark, so she's at where 5 stars should be at. But this is with a energy recharge timepiece and an HP goblet that they put on her. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure what kind of crit situation they got her because she only has 171 crit damage with, or 170 crit damage with 70 crit rate. So I'm not entirely sure. But if we take a peek at Zhao, for example, right? I'm not sure what his battery situation is going to look. I like how they gave that to him. So, all right, cool. So if I jump, do a plunging attack, boom, we got 23,000, right? So now that you see that that's 23,000, 26,000, whatever the number is, hers was 15, right? So she is about half of whatever his plunge attack is. And that's the takeaway I want you guys to take away from that. Of course, her build that they gave her in the demo is it is kind of skewed more towards energy recharge. So I'm sure there's more room for damage. Plus, these trial runs, they don't have like proper builds, like proper builds. But, you know, I digress. So now I guess we just gotta wait for what the energy recharge situation looks like. I will say this, it looked like a lot of particles. Let me just verify something before I, you know, close this stream, because I did want to get to Donor Precision. A lot of people, you know, get to my Discord because a lot of people are pulling, and I'm doing in-house help today. It's not one of those days where I'm going to be, you know, doing that. But I wanted to see how many blue, not white, but blue particles is about to go off. Guys, wish me luck. I have one pull. Oh my God. You got one? Please? God, Lordy McLord, all the things up in the sky, please allow Issa Hisson to get the character that they are wishing for, so that they don't stay up all night dreading, and the next 21 days dreading if they're going to pull a character. Just set them at peace and give them the character. Also, my kitty's sleeping on my arm. I love her even though she scares me. Oh God. All right, so let's see. So if I grab 5 characters, 5 enemies, that is 3 particles. That is nowhere near enough. Okay. And there's a 10-second cooldown. So what is the cooldown on tap? I know I could look, but I'd rather just see it with my own eyes. So a tap, still a 10-second cooldown, still 3 particles. Okay, so she's 3 particles. 200 energy is the sweet spot. Yeah, that's kind of what it's starting to seem like. Now, now I have questions. Right? I have a lot of questions. So I'm sure she's like, what's his name? What's his name? Xing Cho. She can generate particles. Yep, she can generate particles in her burst. Okay, so that's good. That is a concern though. That 3 particle thing, I'm not sure about that. Okay, that was 4. All right, so let's look at this. What's her burst cost? 70? All right, so let's talk about this. So each particle per, matter of fact, it's in the Discord under tools and resources. Let me pull that up. So if we go, where is it? No, that's a workbook, energy, right? So I'm going to pull up energy, because that's literally my only concern right now. I think her damage is fine for the most part. So each particle is only 3 energy, right? If she generates... Wait, what? What'd you say? I want you guys to bear witness. You see what a good little prayer does? That was from the heart. It ain't on me. That's on you. You know what I mean? But the Lordy McLorderkins was looking out for you, cuh. Now you can go to sleep. Give me one sec, y'all. Yeah, homie up there was looking out for you, homie. You know what I'm saying? All I need you to do, touch your forehead, touch your sternum, touch your right arm, right shoulder, touch your left shoulder, and say, let there be light, let there be Zhao. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking. You don't have to do that. But yeah, no, huge congratulations. You really got Zhao? You really got Zhao? If you got Zhao in one pull, that's fire. I'm just sorry for holding the stream up. I got home. I'm just verifying something. You really got Zhao? Bro, that is swag, bro. Congratulations. Off a single, bro. That's what I'm talking about. You feel me? That's dope. That's dope. All right, let me focus. Let me focus. Let me focus because I do want to get back to the squad. All right, sorry about that. Huge congratulations to you, Issa Hisson. All right, so effectively, she's generating either 9 or she's generating 12 energy per skill, and that's where I'm not sure how I feel about Yelan because she can generate 24 with 200%. And if she generates 24, then between enemy deaths and 2 casts, she's guaranteed to get her burst back, right? So that's cool, but I'm still not really sold on the energy recharge or the lack thereof energy recharge stat. So when we look at her attributes, she's at the 206. I don't know how I feel about this potentially being a requirement. That is a huge concern for me. So I'm gonna wait, and I'll have more information as far as my overall rating on Yelan. Right now, I only have the gameplay side of things, and gameplay wise, as I said earlier in the stream, 7 to a 9 out of 10, depending on if you like bows or not. If you don't like bows, she's still 7 out of 10. If you do like bows, she's like a 9 out of 10. A little clunky on the normals. That's where she lost a point for me. Everything else feels fantastic. So yeah, if you want to pull her, you know, do what you do. I can support your decision to pull her. No qualms. You know, it'd be the same as it'd be the same energy I had with Kokomi when she came out, right? I just didn't want to see a bunch of she's dope, one shot, this, that, and the third on YouTube before I was even able to come to my own conclusion, right? So, once again, as far as performance is concerned, we'll come to that maybe in the next couple of days because I need to see how her energy recharge fares. But I want to come up with the DWP build and see if we can do a straight, a real good min max with her, not for damage, but for overall performance. And then, where she's batteried, she has the performance, she has the utility, she's flexible as far as what bows she has access to. How does she work with a sack bow? How does she work with this bow? How does she work with that bow? And kind of work out those issues. Because not everybody has access to a sack bow, not everybody has access to a Favonius bow, not everybody has access to everything, let alone the banner bow, right? So I want to do my I want to put my DWP feet in there real quick before I come back and really give like a hard thumbs up, a hard neutral thumb, or a hard thumbs down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go do the quest. If you guys are not doing nothing and you have time or you're on Genshin just sitting there, like, no, go get your stuff done. Get your stuff done. You know what I mean? So, and also what Lee Tai said, if you are pulling, yeah, take it easy, Lee Tai. If you guys are pulling for Yelan, definitely good luck on your pulls. If you're going for her weapon, make sure that you have the means to not pull the weapon and still be set up for future content. Otherwise, I still can't recommend pulling on her banner, regardless how dependent on her weapon she is, or at least that's the way it seems, right? So, that's pretty much it. Anybody have any feedback for Yelan right now? You know what I mean? Everyone should have access to Favonius. Yeah, everybody has access to Favonius. I just don't know how well it performs. I don't know how well she is with those options. Like, I know how good she is with her weapon and how good she is without energy recharge. I have all that information. It's how does she work without that weapon with energy recharge? Like, I still got to figure that part out because that was my concern the whole time. Like, if you strip all these dependencies away, you know what I mean? How does she fare at that point? Like, does she work? And I don't want to say free to play, but free to play. You know what I mean? Is she a good free to play pull? If I didn't have $15 a month, Or if I already had Kazuha, then would it make sense pulling for her? You know what I mean? But I'm not a collector. I don't collect characters. If you're a character collector, she's fantastic. If you're pulling characters to collect characters, you gotta pull her. I can already tell. You want to pull her. If you collect characters, you have to pull her. She's fun. She is definitely one I would like having on my team, or at least just having on my account. But I can't justify pulling her on my account. You know what I mean? Regardless of how strong she is, it doesn't matter how strong she is. It's because Kazuha's coming up. Even if Kazuha wasn't here, I'd pull Ito before I pull her because I know Ito. I don't know everything about her yet. And I don't know how dependent on that ER Sans she is. If she's hyper dependent on it, then it's like, right? That might lower her in my rating. Most people running her HP Sans if you got her weapon, if you get her weapon. Yeah, but that's most people who are getting her weapon. And most people who don't have her weapon aren't putting YouTube videos up. You know what I mean? It's hard to flex a Honda Civic. It's much easier to flex a 7 Series. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So, yeah. Most people aren't getting her weapon. Most people don't have those weapons. Don't have better weapons. They might have like one. And if this is the one weapon they're going to get, then yeah, go for it. You know what I mean? I don't have any qualms against it. Yeah, so I gotta see what the I still gotta see what this event weapon is about. Like, there's still more information coming out about all of that. I gotta see what all this is about. I'm still, to believe it or not, I'm still left where I was prior to trying her out. Like, throughout all the other streams, what was my concern? It was her energy recharge. Everything else was fine. It was the energy recharge was the issue. But at least I got a chance to kind of hit buttons with her, and hitting buttons with her, yeah, she's fire. Well, it's Burger. Burger like pre-farmed her and got like 1 billion Mora and all yeah. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, Vines, what's up Vines? Speaking of Vines, Vines had Ayaka, like if he'd have pulled Ayaka that day, he had Ayaka 90, the weapon 90, and triple crown, and the Mora. He had everything ready for Ayaka the day, like that day. You know what I mean? Like, it's not unheard of. Necro does stuff like that. I think if Necro pulls her, he's probably going to have her level 90 the minute he pulls her. That and the weapon will probably be level 90. But that's, some people do that, some people don't. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Why are you... Smile, Burger! Everybody's happy right now! Japanese is pissing me off. Stop it! Smile. Smile. Jesus, smile. All I care to hear is whether or not this Yelan woman does actual gambling. Probably. You know what I mean? She probably does. I don't know. She's all about gambling. I'd say if you don't know, and I recommend this every single time a new character comes out. If you don't know if you want to pull Yelan, I'm going to tell you the same thing I tell everybody. That is, go in here. I'm going ahead and get my Primo gems. Oh, I didn't even finish this. Go in here. Play the character for about an hour. If you're not sold, wait till tomorrow. Do it again. After 3 or 4 days, if you're not sold on the character, don't pull the character. Unless you're a collector. If you're a collector, you kind of got to... She is a collector character. You know what I mean? What's going on, Nublis? How you doing, brother? Memories flooding, but I don't know what that's about. Grew to live in fear with Bruno stuttering and stumbling. I'm not sure what that is. Her damage is... Yes. No, I know her. Yeah, her damage is good. Yeah. Everything about her is good. Her battery is my only concern. Her pop... It's still the same concern. So, usually when I review a character, I review them in 2 parts. Right? So first I need to see how they feel, right? And when it comes to her, she feels good to play. I don't really like her normals too much, but she feels really good to hit buttons with. Like, her skill feels really good. Casting her burst feels really good. Getting particles feels. I mean, obviously, getting particles feels good, but using the character feels good. You know what I mean? Even shooting her bow after this, like it doesn't really feel that bad. Like you can kind of shoot like immediately. You know what I mean? Like that's pretty instantaneous. I like the fact that it does some type of damage on cast. It's not just like it's not like a what's her name? Yai Miko skill or something. Like the minute you hit it, it does some kind of damage, which to me equals some kind of CC. Like it's either gonna stagger the enemy or like if I do that, they should stagger. Okay, he didn't because he's a big body, but you get my point, right? There is a semblance of some Xingqiu in there. I mean, for obvious reasons, right? I like the fact you can just tap her skill. I like the damage of the skill. I like all the numbers being all over the place. It's very pretty, very active. The most impressive part about her so far to me, though, is not even... No, don't hit him. Okay. It's not even the damage from that. It's how fast you get rid of this dang shield is what's impressive to me. That's what's impressive to me. Because that has nothing to do with damage. And the fact that that gets rid of so much shield in such a short span of time, the only conclusion I could come to is that each particle has its own ICD. And if that is the case, she is godlike at removing shields. I don't know if it's a buff or a nerf, but either way it goes, that's impressive, right? So maybe she might be, I'm not going to say meta, because I don't want people to, is she the new meta? Is she, bro? Do you really have to ask? If you're removing shields that fast, what do you think, bro? We're not idiots. I think we all know that she's probably the best at removing pyro shields. You don't have to ask a question in your thumbnail, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just all you have to do is say, she's really good at removing shields. That's all you have to say. We're not idiots no more, right? So, yeah, I mean, you could test that for characters. I'm talking about for shields. So for shields, she's really good, or at least it seems really good, right? So if I take Barbara and I tap her autos, there's a cooldown on it. With hers, it seems like there's no cooldown. You know what I'm saying? Testing or not, that thing shredded that shield like that. So at that point, I like that much about her. I love that about her. That's really good. I really like that. I like her coat. I like everything about her. Yeah. Yeah. She's stronger than you thought. Are you running energy recharge is the question. Well, but hold on real quick. Let's get some out the way. Trip, are you a simp for her? Like she does no wrong? Or you gonna be objective? Oh, that's without energy recharge. Okay. The reason I'm asking for the simp part is because if I ask you how her battery is and you say it's fine, I know it's not fine. 2-piece hydro, 2-piece tenacity. Gotcha. Yeah, that should be one of her strongest sets. But I don't know if it is, and you're gonna have to get in an argument with Burger about that one. So I couldn't tell you. If you get 160 ER without ER sands, you can run HP. Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to Burger about all that. I'm not talking about that. Burger insists on owning all the damage knowledge about her. So as far as damage, I'm gonna let him take the whale got her weapon side of things. I'll cover the free to play. You mentioned one thing about her, you could be 1 decimal off. Burger finna be like, nope, it's 1.1, bro. You're like, bruh, stop. I know. I know. Because I can ever have a reasonable convo with, no, Burger's fine. I'm just saying. So I don't know. I just don't know. I know she is strong. You know what I mean? I know she's really strong. It's just that I need to see how she fares with free-to-play accounts. Is she well bait or not? Right? Like, because here's my thing, right? And the question still stands. It's not going to change. It's not going to change until I play with, like, Necro or something. You know what I mean? Or even Trip or Burger or one of you guys with Yelan or Real Back. Real Back, you got it, right? Well, yeah, not everybody got the Shogun though. You see what I'm saying? I need to see how. Okay, let me clear the air. I need to see how she works. If everyone on the team died, and it was just her, how does she work? And that right there will tell me everything I need to know about how she's going to slot into every single other team. If I know how well she is, I'll know how she's going to work with the Shogun, how she'll work with Kokomi, how she'll work with Xingqiu, how she'll work with Zhongli, how she'll work with Beidou and Fischl, Sucrose. I'll know how she works with all that if I know how she works on her own 2 feet. If I don't know how she works on her own 2 feet, then I can't really say, because it's not fair to people who don't have the Raiden Shogun to say just run her with the Raiden Shogun. Like that's not fair. And then why don't you just pull her weapon? Not everybody can pull her weapon. Well, then just run her with a sack bow. Well, not everybody has a sack bow. You know what I mean? Well, just run emblem. Not everybody got a cracked emblem set, right? So, and you can farm the emblem set. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying, I need to know how she works on her own 2 feet. Because then it's like, okay, if she's in this position and she does a skill, you can expect this much energy back, and then you got to do the XYZ, boop, 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 boop. You got this much time, you can do this rotation or this auto combo so many times, maybe charge shot, bam, do that, throw a quick one, bam, do the thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, Favonius bow ain't nothing like a sack bow, and ain't nothing like a Shogun, though. Nothing like the Shogun, bro. You know what I mean? So, but I have to account for the Favonius bow. Plus, it has one of the lowest like base attacks. So if it's got the lowest base attack, you got to compensate that damage somehow, right? So I have to factor all that in, right? So if you walk around with a Favonius bow like I'm doing 15K, you're probably not doing 15K. And if you are, you probably have energy issues. So I have to consider all that. Like there's no quick fix for everything. You know what I mean? And that's where DWP comes in, cuz that's what I'm known for. I do this. You know what I'm saying? I do this. This is what I like to do. I like to take seemingly easy to fix issues, and then we expand on it and see how we can actually apply that to everybody, right? So if we got Yelan chilling here, and we switch this out with a Favonius bow, how do you think her damage is going to look? She is not going to be hitting 15. At all. This is not going to be a 15K burst. It's not going to be none of that, right? And I know everybody has a Favonius bow, but your Yelan damage might suck. And then you might be second guessing your purchase at that point. And that's what I don't want people to be in. I don't want people to be in that situation. So if they are in that situation, then how do we get that Yelan to do better? And if she has to rely on teammates, then she has to rely on certain teammates. If she has to rely on certain comps, then she has to rely on certain comps. It's kind of like if you're free to play, typically you're probably going to end up running like a national team in the Spiral Abyss, right? If you're not free to play, you can take whatever your heart desires, and you can just go in there with a C2 Kazuha, spit fireballs at the wall, do a couple swirls, and the whole floor dies in 10 seconds. So, but that's, when you're not free to play, you don't have to follow meta in a lot of circumstances. When you are free to play, in most circumstances, you have to follow a meta. So in her case, if there is going to be a meta that has to be developed in order to get her to hit that expected performance, then I want to make sure I have an answer for that. Because I don't think anybody looking out for them. That's why I give the reviews the way I give them. Because nobody care about the free to play. We all care about her weapon and big damage numbers. And the event weapon, this, that, and the third. I want to make sure that she's going to function for free to play with the same level of hype that she's being presented with. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. For reference, it takes like 5 skills to get her burst. I have 104. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah. We kind of covered the ER part, right? So, I think if you want to, so long story short, if you want to get her burst back in one cast, you need like 350 ER in one cast, right? If you want to get it back in 2 casts, then you would need 200% ER, but enemies are going to have to die at the same time, right? If you have 200% ER with a Favonius bow, I think it only takes 2 casts without somebody dying, right? Maybe. But at the same time, that's still 20 seconds to get a whole burst back, where Xingqiu gets his whole burst back like in like 3 seconds. Not 3 seconds, maybe like five. In like 5 seconds, he has his burst back. He has his burst back in 3 seconds after casting his burst. She is gonna take 20 seconds. No, she takes about 12 seconds with 200 ER. 12 seconds to get her burst back. You see what I'm saying? So, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing though. So it's almost like Xing Cho just spread out a little bit more. You know what I mean? Let's play with that a little bit. So I do that. I get my burst back, obvious, right? Now let's say you have a 100% uptime on her for all intents and purposes. Now I'm about to get this thing back, right? Now this is one cast. Bam. So I got 7 seconds left, right? Burst is still going. She only has a 3 second downtime on her burst. So burst is out, 3 seconds down. Now still with typically I'd have to do it again. Bam. Wait a couple seconds. Bam. So that'd probably be about a 7 8 second downtime. Something like that, right? Which I don't think that's too bad. Like Xing Cho, like sometimes Xing Cho slips and that happens with Xing Cho, where you end up with like a 7 second downtime on his burst, right? So I don't think it's not feasible. So we get her burst, we hit her burst, we come back. Why did you get your burst back so fast? Lost 50-50 to Kaching. Yeah, but you finna pull her though, bro. You gonna pull her, bro. I have faith. I have faith. That's because they know that you're the drunken savant. That's why. Keep in mind the trials ER is a massive amount. It's really not but I know what you mean though. What it is, see, but the trials is cap anyway. It's super cap in the trials because in the trials, not only are you getting this, right? You're getting extra energy back. See those little white particles and the red particles and all that? Like that doesn't happen. Or it happens, but just not, it doesn't happen that much though. Like it's way more particles than what's going to happen in an actual game. Like you're not getting that many particles back. In the trial, you're getting Favonius back too, which is kind of cap. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah, they double the amount of particles you get back. Yeah, it's super cap in here. You get back, wait, look at all that. That does not happen. You know what I mean? So you would have to, like, I know why they do that. Is the bow a ER stat? It is not. Her bow is, I didn't even check. It's a crit damage stat, right? I guess I could just do this. It is crit damage, right? Yeah. It's 88 crit damage, I want to say. HP is increased by blah, 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 blah. When their opponent's nearby, the damage dealt the wielder and weapon into 20% is damage, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so it's so it's a staff of Homa. Okay, so it's a staff of Homa with an AoE proximity thing, right? Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you a concern though, and I'm being real. I'm gonna tell you a concern though, right? A concern of mine is if a weapon needs 80, if her weapon needs 88 crit damage, 16% HP, and then on top of that, it's giving you effectively a 4-piece noblesse buff. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a noblesse buff. What's that? 2-piece noblesse? It's like a 2-piece noblesse buff. It's like built-in noblesse. If it's got to give you all that, how low is her free-to-play damage? Matter of fact, who has her at 90 right now? Since you don't got her signature. Real back, what weapon are you running on? Well, first off, what's your constellation? And then I do have to stop the stream here in a little bit because the reset's about to happen. You have her tripwire? You got her at 90? C0? Okay. What bows are you guys using? You're using it with a Black Cliff. Okay. Back, what are you using her with? $80 and already ascended? Okay. I think I have her bow, so I don't know her. That's okay. So I'm here with the Black Cliff, right? So here's Yelan with a Black Cliff. Let's go on ahead and see. Oh, he doesn't have her on. Okay, that's fine. Moonbow is the Inazuma four-star weapon. Is it a new one? Hold on. Sorry. Uh, I Google this thing. Oh, that? Oh, that? Oh, I don't know. I don't. Ooh, that's not gonna work well because she doesn't scale with attack. But it does give additional damage based on the energy pool. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell you, bro. Because she doesn't scale with attack. Or at least her burst and her skill doesn't. There's no attack scaling in her entire kit. There's nothing in her kit that scales with attack. You only use it for the burst? Got you. I can see her now? Okay. Alright, so... Okay, I'll wait for it to pop up. Alright, so let me see what you're doing. I need to see... I want to see what you're doing. Let's go, I guess, here, maybe? And then I'll get Diona or something. Moon is R4. Oh, so you got rocked out passives. A maximum of 80%. Oh God. Okay, yeah, never mind. that might work. That might work. That's a it's an impressive weapon. Where are we going? Altar of Flames? Who's this? Senora? Oh, here? This is not gonna skew the results, is it? Because I don't want to go somewhere where you get like additional hydro damage. It's just I haven't been here. Who am I looking for? Diona. I would put away. No, I guess Yamiko's fine. Oh, it's for her talents. That's fine. If we're talent farm, well, yeah, I'm testing right now. Talent farming, bro. We can one shot this domain with Venti. Like I'll just pull Venti and Ayaka out, and domain's done. But I want to see what this Yelan is doing without her weapon. What's your ratio though, bro? Why is it not showing? Does her bow work on Diona? Probably. It does scale with HP. Okay, so that's what I thought. I thought it was going to be around 6,000. Because I was going to say 6,000 to 8,000 probably free to play. Ooh, 24 on the skill though? Okay. I'm just trying to cryo as much of this as I can. Oh, his crit rate's low. Your crit rate's like 50, ain't it? I need to see his ratio. Yeah, that burst is down. There it goes. How's your uptime? Oh, yeah. It's not up anymore, is it? Yeah, it's not up anymore. 40? Okay. 40 crit rate, right? Okay. Well, I don't know why it's not. You might want to go collect. I don't know why it's not showing. Does her bow work on Diana? Mine's 7K. I'm level 80 character. I'm level 80 on character and bow with 8 talents. What's your talents at right now? Yeah, that's why I want to see his character. There it goes. All right, here we go. So, yeah, I'll check yours. Oh. Ah. Okay. So let's see what's going on. So we got that and that. We got the level. Okay, so level 80. Talents are 677, really. And then real back, I'll check yours out. Energy recharge is 127. I don't know if her burst was that bad though. I saw a lot of hydro, so I don't know if it was that bad. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Okay, I'm gonna check out some more people. I'll be back, man. If anybody has a venti and want to help out Trip, all he needs is a venti in there. You just go in there with a venti, it's a one-shot wipe. Let me check out real back real quick. I just didn't want to hold you up, Trip. Let me see. Where's real back at? I don't think I played with you in a little bit, so I might need your UID. You gonna join me? Okay. Oh, he's on. Where you at, Necro? You might be called to arms, good sir. But no, I know Necro's probably gonna pull the weapon too, so. And that's him. On Yelan, it's good for support. Her skill damage is high, but it's just not worth it. Well, that's why I'm checking all this right now. Like, I'm trying to see where she's at free to play, because I know, I really feel in my heart a lot of people, at least, well, content creators, are probably pulling her with her weapon. So right now, real back, I don't know if he has her on right now. He does. He's rocking that water looking weapon. You know what I'm talking about, that the burst one. So he's rocking this one. It's level 60. That's not, you know what's funny? I don't know if that hurts her though, because she doesn't scale with attack, like at all, like at all. It's weird. It's the first character where nothing in her skill or her burst. There's no attack scaling at all, like at all. So then we got Hydro. Yeah. So Glad is out the window. Like, you don't do Glad, none of that. And then we got 559. Okay. Ratio 48, 196. All right, let's try. Yeah, we'll do the same thing, I guess. So pick a spot. I just got off 2. Nice. But yeah, pick a spot, and then I'm going to, yeah, I have to stop the stream after this. If I don't stop it after this, I'm never going to stop the stream. So this will be the last one I check, and then after this, I'm going to help people. I still got to do my commissions. I got to do my commissions, and then I'll help some people out. I'll meet you guys in the Discord. And then I know for a fact on the carry stream, it's going to go down. So we are in my world. So let's go here, I guess, where a lot of bodies are, and there is no hydro bonus damage. And you are going to get crit stuff. Crit stuff. Because there's 2 hydro here. You can put crit food on, that's fine. I mean, I'm just checking for consistency. Because at the end of the day, everybody's going to have a consistent crit rate. You know what I mean? It's going to be like, oh, we're going to have 70 crit rate and 200, whatever. You leveling her up now? All right, for sure. Yeah, so just, you know. Yeah, just take your crit rate. It might not be a ton of crit, but I'm going to do my best to keep you going and good with Diona. Whenever you're ready, you can just jump or something, or stop, or I'm assuming you're ready. There's a shield for you. Where you at? Okay, so you're 9K. Okay, 10K. And you're R5, right? Please don't die. I didn't check his energy recharge either. Okay, there's more hydro. Wow, they went a lot of nowhere. Yeah, see, and it's you see this dead time? This was my concern right here. Yeah. So that downtime right there, that was my concern. So let's see what the ER was. 104. Yeah. So she might. Well, what are you rocking? Okay, so HP Hydro, right? HP Hydro crit damage. And what was Trip rocking? Okay. So yeah, that damage on that thing. You know what's crazy about that? Hold on. What's crazy about that is it's a level 60 weapon. And well, Talon is 9 though. Talon is kind of high. So, I don't know. I don't care for ER since well yeah, you got the Shogun, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so now Trips was level 80 at talent level 7. And he was rocking HP Hydro crit, right? Yeah, everybody's going for damage. Okay. So Real Back's not going to do it because he's probably never going to. Well, here's my concern, Real Back, and you got to confirm this for me. Is she even capable of running on your account without the Shogun? Like, can you use her without the Shogun? That would be my question. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to use her with the Shogun, but is she stuck with the Shogun is my question on your account. And then Trip, what does her damage look like with the ER timepiece or ER weapon? Those would be my questions. We don't have to do it now. We don't have to answer it now, but that's the answer I'm looking for. How much damage does she lose giving her quality of life? And if it's too much to justify, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say you might have to skip. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. Yeah, she's not meant to be on field. They were only using her on field because she's new and you want to, more. So, you know what I mean? I would just need a different, but I would have to check later. Yeah, it's not a priority right now. It's not that serious. It's not like I must know. We're gonna. I mean, we got 2 days before the stream, and we're probably gonna find out on stream anyway. We'll probably do some testing on stream during the carry stream anyway. You know what I mean? So it's not a huge deal. But that's my question: is if you switch the HP timepiece for ER, how much does her damage dip? And on top of that, if you switch out a damaged weapon for a quality of life weapon like a sack bow or a Favonius bow, how much damage are you sacrificing at that point? Because base attack, now I think about it, doesn't even matter. So Favonius bow might be a thing if you're running emblem. I don't know. But those questions, I'm gonna start doing DWP homework here in a minute. Let me stop. All right, let me go on ahead and stop the stream because my things are gonna start happening, and then we're gonna be stuck on here, and then the reset's gonna happen, and then ain't nobody getting leveled. I'm not helping nobody because the reset happened. Anyway, hey, thanks for showing up. First off, to everybody, thank you, Real Back, for letting me see your Yelan from the free to play. You know what I mean? Her weapon does not work on Ganyu. Really? That's good to know, actually. Thank you for showing up. Real Back, Johnson, same thing. Thanks for that piece of information. Thanks for showing up, Miko. Thanks for showing up. Who's this, Bob? What is that? Is that Karen? What is that? Cotton Bob? What's that name? I know it's Ka something. I for real can't see Yelan on the field. Yeah, I can't either. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to Trip. Thank you for letting me see your Yelan as well. Shout out to Burger. I can't wait to see what Burgers is going to do. It is Karen, right? See? You can't hide from me, Karen. I see the bob cut from a mile away. I'm just messing with you. Anyway, no, you're fine. Yeah, I know. I'm just messing with you. No, thanks for showing up, though. I appreciate you. But yeah, so I'm going to try and keep it as objective as possible. I will check out right now. We're going ahead and do our closing statements without further ado. This is CS from DWP. If you guys enjoyed yourself during the stream or got something out of the stream, Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as always, keep your wig screwed on tight. I wish I would just type that in the chat. Keep your wig screwed on tight. Anyway, y'all take it easy. And I'll see y'all in the next one, all right? Love you guys, and peace. Woo!